I don't know about you, but when I think of Costco, I think of crates of Red Bull, enough toilet paper to tide me over through the next pandemic, and epic samples over the weekends. I don't really think of identity theft protection, but this is in fact what Costco Complete ID offers. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing Complete ID alongside my personal favorite identity theft protection service, Aura. If you're interested in either of these products, go ahead, click the links in the video description below to apply a big discount. Otherwise, keep watching, and I'll be giving you a side-by-side apples-to-apples comparison of how Costco Complete ID fares against Aura. I don't want to keep you watching this video if I can give you information right at the top. So what I will say is that Aura is going to be the best fit for most people watching this video, but there's a small subset of people. So those of you who already have a membership at Costco, Complete ID could be a very good fit for. That's the short summary. Now let's dive into the specifics. Firstly, I want to thank you for tuning into this video. It shows that you are staying vigilant about the ever-growing, very serious threat of identity theft. And if you're new here, you should know that our videos really emphasize three areas when it comes to identity theft protection. First, you're going to have monitoring. How good of a job does a service do at monitoring the dark web for breaches of your personal information? The second broad category that we look at is threat resolution. If you're a member of one of these services and your identity is breached, how competent are the experts behind these companies going to be in helping you to restore your identity? Do they offer a guarantee? Do they have some sort of a certification that others don't? Or are they generally inept? I've seen the whole spectrum of competence as I've reviewed each of these services in detail. And finally, of course, we favor clear, transparent pricing. We want packages that are going to have the same set of features regardless of the package tier, and that are not going to have a jump in renewal costs in year two. This is one of the reasons we like Aura, because what you pay in year one is what you pay in year two, year three, etc. Not the case with other products like LifeLock. Now, when it comes to monitoring, I initially thought Costco Complete ID alerts were completely useless because it took over 48 hours for the Complete ID dashboard to populate with any breaches of my personal information. So initially I thought, man, they just don't have good monitoring capabilities. But in fact, I was wrong. I was just not being patient and I had to wait. Would it have been nice to get that information in real time after maybe a 10-20 minute wait? Of course, but after 48 hours, I was pleased with what I saw from Costco Complete ID. In all, Costco Complete ID found 27 breaches of my personal information on the dark web. Aura found 35. But we don't like to look at just total number of alerts. We like to look at unique alerts because total number of alerts can be kind of a deceptive metric. There can be duplicate alerts in there. For that reason, we look at the uniques. And this is one peeve I have with Costco Complete ID. It doesn't actually tell you the number of unique alerts. So it's impossible for me to know whether a breach is appearing multiple times in the Costco Complete ID backend. Costco Complete ID does include a useful creation date that identifies when the info was first discovered, but it doesn't have a very simple archive feature, which Aura does, that allows you to archive an alert once you have identified it as non-threatening. Overall, Costco Complete ID offers surprisingly decent monitoring capabilities, but they're not as good as Aura's. And for reference, if you want to see all of the identity theft protection services that we've reviewed, they're displayed on the screen here, and you can see total number of unique alerts, and these are ranked from best to worst. So at best, we have Aura. That's followed by Costco, with the caveat that we don't know how many unique alerts there are that make up these 27 total alerts, and then at the very bottom is LifeLock. Moving on to our data broker section, what you need to know if you are unfamiliar with the concept of data brokers is they are what they sound like. These are websites that will publish your home address, your family members' names, your birth date, places you've lived. Basically, they publish this on the open internet for all to see. And so what we want in an identity theft protection service is we want a software that monitors the web for data broker mentions of our personal information. Now, Aura is going to win here by default because they offer this as a feature and Complete ID doesn't. So if you're looking for data broker management, then definitely go with Aura. They're going to be the best offering on the market today. Now, what you can do if your personal information is appearing on third-party websites without your consent is you can email each one individually and ask them to remove your information. And by law, they're supposed to comply. But Aura actually goes one step further, and they have what we call automated data broker opt-out requests. So basically, they'll scan the web, they'll identify any third-party data broker websites where your information is appearing, and then they will proactively send an opt-out request without you having to do anything. So this is one of the reasons that we really like Aura and that we rank them higher than the other identity theft protection services on the market. And if that sounds interesting to you, and if you too want to start scrubbing the web of your personal data, then go ahead, click the link in the video description below to see what discounts we have available for Aura customers today. Now, when it comes to credit monitoring, both Aura and Complete ID have pretty decent dashboards, and they both allow you to lock your credit at the Experian Bureau with the click of a button. So it's a tie there. Both Aura and Complete ID are going to give you 3 credit monitoring on all of their packages. So again, a tie there, but Aura's design is more up to date. It's easier to navigate, and they provide helpful links to 11 different credit bureaus where you can freeze your credit. So I'm going to give Aura the slight edge there. Overall, pretty similar monitoring capabilities. Aura's dashboard is a little more detailed. It goes into a little more depth than Complete ID. So for that reason, I'm going to give Aura the edge. When it comes to transaction monitoring, Aura's going to get a point. Complete ID isn't, and here's why. I didn't actually even test transaction monitoring with Complete ID. And that's because when I went to set it up, as you can see on the screen here, when I attempted to link a checking account with Complete ID, I was asked to input a checking account number and a routing number, which was weird to me. This is sort of an outdated way of getting this information. Normally, you would have a third-party tool like Play that would interface and that would link up your accounts with the software in an encrypted and secure fashion. But the fact that Complete ID just asked me to put my checking and routing number in plain text in order to set up transaction monitoring felt old school and insecure. Home title monitoring Aura is going to win by default because Costco Complete ID doesn't offer it. And when it comes to consumer sentiment, Aura is going to be the clear winner here. On the screen, we are showing you a sampling of reviews from Trustpilot, which at the time of this video has Aura at a 4.8 rating. So this is the highest rating out of any identity theft protection service product on the market. And this is the reason that it is our #1 recommended choice. Again, for discounts, click the links in the video description below. And here's a snapshot of just a few of Aura's recent reviews. Absolutely amazing customer service. There was a concerning situation discovered while I was out of the country. The Aura staff was exceptional in managing the matter with grace, patience, and kindness. Thank you so much to both the reps I worked with to quickly resolve the matter. Now, finding consumer sentiment about Complete ID, it's a little bit trickier, presumably because you need to have a Costco membership in order to have a Complete ID membership. So there's simply fewer Complete ID customers out there. So it's really hard for me to do an apples to apples comparison here. Indeed, Trustpilot only shows one review for Complete ID, and that review is this: horrible service, never recommending it. But that's just one review. I wouldn't read too much into it. But yeah, the fact that there is only one makes it hard to do this apples to apples comparison that we can do with other more widely reviewed identity theft protection services. Now, importantly, when it comes to threat resolution, you basically want to make sure that you're not dealing with any goofballs on the other end of the line. If your identity is breached, or if you suspect it's breached, or even if you just have a general question about identity theft best practices, you want to be talking to a pro. You're paying these companies money on a monthly or yearly basis. You deserve to know that the people on the other end of the phone line are there always, regardless of whether it's a holiday or not, a weekend or not, and that they're very competent. So starting with Complete ID, their resolution team is US based, and in my testing, they answered the phone in less than 2 minutes, and they are indeed available every day out of the year. Costco Complete ID reps are certified identity theft risk management specialists. I'm going to look up the CITRMS, that's a mouthful, website in the description below so you can click through and see exactly what that certification consists of. In my experience, Costco Complete ID reps have been nothing but professional and competent when I've called to ask questions. Same goes for Aura, by the way. I've called Aura a handful of times, as has a colleague of mine at Home Security Heroes as well. We've always found them to be very helpful, very cheery. You don't get the impression at all that you're dealing with this big call center operation, and they've been able to resolve any issues we have in a matter of minutes. Both Aura and Complete ID reps were very quick to answer the phone. They were very pleasant to deal with, and they resolved all of my issues in a matter of minutes. So I'm going to say that these are both companies that I think you can trust. When it comes to insurance, Aura is going to be the clear winner because they offer you up to $5 million of total insurance coverage, depending on the number of people that you have on the plan. Costco Complete ID, on the other hand, caps out at $1 million of insurance total. So Aura gets the edge, and if you want to claim that discount for you and your family, go ahead, click the link in the video description below. For family plans, Aura is clearly the winner. That's because Costco Complete ID requires that every adult on your plan also be a Costco member. And remember, that membership costs $120 a year. Now, in contrast with Aura, you could get a family plan for as low as $20 a month if using the links in our video description below. So essentially, for the price of 2 Costco memberships, you can protect up to 5 adults in your family, an unlimited number of children, get parental control software like Circle included, get Aura's VPN, get their antivirus software, etc. So it packs a lot into a very fairly priced package at only $20 a month for a family plan. Now, pricing, the one area where these packages are evenly matched is if you are already a Costco Executive Club member, then you can get Complete ID for $8.99 a month for one person. And if you use the links in our video description below, you can get Aura for $9 a month for one person. So priced fairly similarly if you are, again, a Costco member. But remember, Aura, the package overall that they offer, is going to be a lot more feature rich than Costco Complete ID. It comes with the antivirus, it comes with VPNs, and it comes with an insurance policy that caps out at $5 million as opposed to Costco Complete ID's $1 million insurance policy. If you are already an Executive Club member and you're happy with a very bare bones 3-bureau credit monitoring solution, then consider Complete ID. Otherwise, go with Aura. It's going to be the best fit for most of you watching this video. If you want to learn more about identity theft protection, keep watching. A video is going to autoplay next. And if you are ready to go and you want to snag either a discount with Costco Complete ID or with Aura, go ahead, click the links in the video description below to apply a discount of up to 50% off. I'm Brandon. This is Home Security Heroes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, stay safe, stay protected, and have a great rest of your day.